Yeah, go ahead, read it.
I'd love to be a Venus flytrap right now and have you guys as the flies.
And by the way, Chris, I can send you the pictures of the screenshots, by the way, in your DMs.
You go ahead and do that. But I don't know. From what I'm hearing, I don't know if it's the context of I don't know what the context of that, because the threat, it's just not. That may be go either way, honestly. But the other one saying that he wanted Melody to die, that's not good. That's a death threat.
That is a death threat.
That's a definite one. And it doesn't help that according to what I've heard, she was 14. Melody was 14, if I'm not mistaken.
14?
I think it was 15.
15, still underage.
I mean, no matter the age, honestly, you shouldn't be saying death threat to anybody, period. End of story.
So then that happened, right? And
okay, thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, Melody's 15. Okay, cool. So yeah, thanks for clarifying that, and I'll get Lily here in a minute. But so then then there was an interaction because I heard about this through Emily's server, right? Because Emily was upset and she was crying. So I went in and checked out and see what's going on. This blew up into something where, we're going back and forth at him and whatnot, and things are going crazy. He throws a few insults at me. I decided to throw it back. I wasn't wise for that one, but again, emotions were heated at the time. I was mad because I had heard about this. And
I had the right to call me trash.
Right. So that happens, and then at one point, he says, "Oh, you guys would like it if I died." And we get all upset saying, "What? No, that's not true. Where did you get that from?" It's like, "Oh, the world would be a better place without me." He even said at one point, "I wish I had a driver's license so I can take my mom's car and drive it into a wall."
And I went to the...
At least take a car of some sort.
And then here's my point of view when I went to the call. So I went to the call and I was already creeped out. And I would say, "Nick, what happened to you? What happened to the old Nick? The old Nick would have never did this." And he just turned around and quoted a Taylor Swift song. You know the song. There's, if you don't know, there are lyrics.
Look what you made me do.
Yeah, that was.
Look what you made me do. Where it would go, "I'm sorry, the old Taylor can't come." Why? Because she's dead. But in this case, Nick ended up saying, "Sorry," and in such a angry way. "I'm sorry."
Right. So, like I said, this overflew into an argument, and then he was making more threats, and I was starting to get worried. So I told, probably Amanda, is what I told. I told, "Get ready to record this because we may have to send this to authorities," right? And I knew that the best person I could send this to if there was a recording was Riley, because Riley, aka Stalking Cosmic Stars, lives in the same state as Nick, and he's heard many times before the specific city that Nick lives in, which I'm not going to reveal that for privacy reasons. But we figured if something were to happen, we could quickly get that footage over to Riley, who would be the best person to be able to do something, at least on a state level. So at one point, he then gets off the camera, he turns it, and he grabs what looks to be a computer mouse. A long computer mouse. You know the ones with the long cord?
Yes.
Okay, so he grabs the mouse in front with the camera on. With the camera on. That's the most traumatizing part about this. He grabs it with the camera on, and he starts choking himself.
Yes, that was mentioned.
And to add to it, that wasn't the only thing I used to choke myself at that time. I used two other cords, one being my 3DS charger, and the other being my phone charger, which I unplugged from the butt.
Oh my god.
I used all three of them at the same time.
I like to understand. I want to understand here. Why would you even do that, especially in front of people, especially minors, to be specific, instead of facing your responsibility like a man?
In front of me.
The camera on, dude. That's the most. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just sick.
You know, that literally scarred me for life. I won't get over that. I won't. I seriously won't. I gotta. And
right, and like it caused everyone to lose it. There's people crying, people screaming. They could not believe what was happening, and it was that moment where someone knocked on his door. I'm assuming his mother, and immediately he shuts off the camera and leaves the call. That's how it ends.
Did his mother ever find out about it?
Yeah, she caught me with the cords around my neck, but she didn't understand what was going on at first. She asked if I was okay. Then I told her I tried to kill myself, and it escalated from there.
I mean, that's crazy to do. I mean, that's a crazy thing to do.
Every time I try to kill myself, she tells me I need to be held somewhere. But I can't let that happen. I don't need to be committed. I'm not letting anyone take me away.
But I think the main question we all want to know is why on God's green signs would you just threaten people to your friends like that, betray your friends like this?
I don't understand. I'm like, I mean, a lot of people are worried about you, dude. I'm like, you got a lot of people.
Why are you laughing? This is serious.
Is this funny?
Funny. Dude, are you kidding?
Funny. Worried about me? Worried about me?
See, that's your problem right there. That is your problem. You have people that are genuinely trying to say we're concerned about, we care about you, and you turn that into something else. Are you serious, dude?
You think this is funny?
When you with the death threats, what I'm hearing from people, the death threats I'm hearing that you're saying to the people, that could really cause a lot of people to worry about you, dude. I don't understand why would you be laughing about this whole thing?
I mean, you think this is funny?
There is no way in hell you're actually concerned about me.
Okay, Nick, are you serious?
Are you seriously gonna go there?
You can't really think we're faking all of this, are you?
You are
Actually, I can.
You are being so condescending and rude right now. I cannot. Why?
I trust no one.
You, Nick. This
Are
is
you
the
kidding me?
I don't trust anyone.
And you think this is
So that doesn't mean anything. That does not mean anything. Look what you got. You got people in the chat calling you a villain right now. What are you doing?
Comforting? Why would you want to comfort me?
Oh my!
A lot of people are worried about you. That's why.
I have this question. What are you doing?
What? This is bullshit.
What do you mean it's bullshit?
Why
You're
is it
being
bullshit?
legitimately rude.
You're not supposed to care about me at this point.
And this is your response? Are you kidding? And you're doing it live in front
You're
of your
not supposed to care about me at this point.
Oh,
That's the opposite of what you're thinking right now. I hope you know that.
You're
not
just you're
supposed
doing it in front of your fucking fan. You're doing
you know what? You call I believe at one point you call yourself the satirist, or I don't know what your name was. It was something about satirical, right?
Satirical
I
satire.
literally.
You know, it was like satire and stuff.
You once called yourself the insane pessimistic nut.
You do realize at some point that you're probably going to lose all your friends if you keep doing this crap.
You have like 7,000. You have 7K subscribers. Imagine what all those subscribers are watching right now. See,
We're gonna think about it. Yeah. It's not good. You're an influencer. That's what I see. So am I. So are the other people around here.
Imagine that. You're gonna literally all your 7,000 subscribers are watching this right now.
I
And what
lost
are they
my mind.
thinking? They're gonna think you're a fucking monster.
I lost my mind.
It's one thing.
I don't even get that many views on my channel anymore.
And, you know, that's just an assumption. It's one thing to be called something. It's another thing to act like the thing that people are accusing you of.
I don't have to worry about losing all 7.27K because barely anybody watches my videos at this point. I don't even get that many views.
Why should that even matter? I mean, you on YouTube for quite a long time.
You've been on here
Yes.
since what, 2008, and you joined in 2013 or 14 or 15.
And I used to get a lot of views, but I'm no longer really making content anymore, so
This is not good. This is not good for you, dude. Your reputation is getting stumped beyond repair if you don't get your act cleaned up.
I deserve it.
This is not how you do it. Someone said somebody's acting like the Joker in this stream. Are you seeing this?
Stay in the chat.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people are getting pretty much afraid of.
The way you're acting right now, it matters. Whether you think it does or not, it matters to the people that are watching right now. They are watching you practically destroy yourself live.
Exactly.
You're destroying yourself, man. You should be.
All I can say, the only thing I can say is that it's about time people see me for who I really am.
Oh my god.
This
So
is
you want your reputation to be
I'm tired of
damaged.
hiding shit.
Look,
I'm tired of hiding.
I'm going to tell you something. Because I've been here before. I've been here where people thought I was toxic as crap. Y'all remember the Shadow 66 days.
Yes, of course, of course.
But if there's one thing I can remember distinctly from those days, at least when I finally woke up, I didn't have the audacity to go out here and act like, well, I'm a piece of shit, and you all know it for me now. I'm a piece of shit. Ah, look at me, I'm some asshole. I legitimately felt horrible to see those people say the things they were saying about me, and then a lot of it was correct. So I knew at that point something had to give, and I had to do something about it. So
At least you made an effort to change
right now,
yourself.
to think about what I had to go through in my past. I can't believe it.
I mean, at least you made an effort to change yourself for the better.
The difference between me and Sky's mentally sane.
I mean, I just want to know: are you even wanting to change to get your life better?
I wish I could, but what is the point in trying? I'm just going to destroy myself all over again.
No, okay, here's the thing, right? If you're not willing to give the effort to change, however long it takes, that just proves that you don't care about changing.
Because if you
don't want to change, that's on you. You're an adult. You can
Right,
do
that's
whatever
on you.
want.
You realize that I've been...
The thing is, right? It's one thing to say, I'm trying, but you keep failing. That's okay, I'm learning from it. It's another thing to say, well, there's no hope for me. I'm not even going to bother trying to change. It's not going to work. I want to, but I can't.
You're giving up. You're literally saying, I quit.
You're basically saying, there's no hope, guys. I'm an asshole.
You're losing confidence in
I'm not here to lie, though.
You're clearly having to take control also in your head.
Yeah, you're literally saying to yourself, I quit. That's what you're saying.
Well, I'm not here to lie, though.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that it's coming to this. Come on. Aren't you looking at yourself and you're like, man, I do not like this version of myself?
and think yourself, do you even want to change?
Maybe somewhere down deep inside, there's a little me who's saying he doesn't like this.
Then why aren't you listening to that side?
Why aren't you?
Because he's too ill to have an effect.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I mean, are you trying to make an effort here to try and change for the better?
You realize I've been dealing with depression and mental insanity for nearly 10 years, right? And it's only gotten worse with every single year.
So have a lot of us. We've dealt with that before. But,
I think you,
Or at least you guys are mentally sane.
yeah, but how is that a difference? I had a suicide
I'm
attempt
not.
myself a while ago. That's when I knew I had real trouble. And I not only went to improve myself, I spent a lot more time with my mom, I spent a lot more time with my friends, and slowly but surely, not completely, I started feeling better. So it doesn't matter if you're mentally sane or what. If you have the effort, if you have the drive to say, I don't like this version of myself, I want to be different, yeah, you're not going to be perfect, but just making an effort to improve slightly a bit over time helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
You just gotta make an effort out of it. If you want to.
Look, Nick. I've been battling depression since late 2012, early 2013, and I find ways to overcome it.
Yeah, in my home, I'm dealing with a lot of verbal. With my brother yell at me every time, but yet I take it because A, I can't go anywhere. I don't know where. A is my grandma. 2, I'm living in her house. 3, I'm still in college. So I just try to find a way to deal with it. Then get out of my room and close the door, do what I have to do.
And I've been through all this stuff too. I lost my stepfather in May of 2019. I've been through tragedies. I've been through disasters, through all that stuff. And I find ways to overcome it. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at me right now. I mean, I myself, I'm still dealing with something big right now because I don't know if you've noticed, you might have heard it in the news, but a massive snowstorm just basically blizzarded our area. Like, there's snow for miles. The buses were shut down today. It was a mess.
I know. I've heard about that.
I heard about that too, and I'm getting worried.
Yeah. COVID's already bad enough, but the storm? Oh gosh.
This is coming from someone who dealt with a huge ice storm back in 2007 that nearly slammed on my area. So yeah, I know how it's like.
Yeah, we know it's you, Stefan.
What I want to know is, do you have it in your heart somehow or in your mind that says this is not good, and does it tell you that you need to get up before you drag yourself in more of the mud where your reputation is damaged beyond repair? Because listen to this. You're an influencer. You've been on YouTube for quite a long time. You're an influencer. A lot of people look up to you and take on that. But not when you're trying to do negative things, and people could take on that, and that could really be a problem. I'm just saying. Do you have it in your mind that says, do you want to change yourself for the better?
Is it in there? Is there any effort anywhere?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know anymore.
Do you even want to change for the better?
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
You need to get You need to get help. That's what needs to happen with you.
I've tried getting help for 10 years. And yet, for some reason, nothing has worked on me. It feels like my mind is extremely resistant to everything. Like there's some kind of... Like there's something in there that's just blocking it all out, and I don't know why.
I think you just need to get medically evaluated, because one of these days, you're going to probably do something that's going to really affect your life, or possibly end yourself in jail. And jail's it's bad enough, too.
If I try to get myself medically evaluated, I'm probably going to end up in a psychiatric ward hospital, which is... I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not setting myself up for that.
Well, whatever it takes, dude. You need to... Like, if you're not willing to say, I don't like this, but I have to do something, then that says more about you than anything else.
Because if the cops... Because because one of these days you're going to do something
imagine,
that you're going to truly...
imagine for a second. Sorry to cut you off, Chris, because there was
Go
something.
ahead and finish. I'll go ahead and continue. I'll let you finish.
But imagine if we got the footage and I actually sent that to Riley, and he actually did something about it. That would be really bad, wouldn't it?
I would really hate him for it.
And I was.
Why would you hate him for it? Because he actually tried to do something to either save your life or save others.
The guy hates my guts. Why would he try and save my life?
You don't know that. Oh my goodness.
Actually, I do.
Even if that was the case, that doesn't mean Riley still doesn't have a heart.
Hang on a moment.
Another thing I do want to point out, while Nick stepped away for just a moment, there were some other issues from games. There were some other instances from a couple of game show servers I'm currently in, which I don't wish we want to get into, but they're not quite good. I just want to put that out there right now. So.
Yeah, I know, I get it. I mean, if you want to bring them up at any point, let us know.
I ended up having to leave.
Right, yeah, this incident was so bad, it forced X to have to leave the Novalis server because of how concerned we were regarding Nick.
Yeah,
and not only Novalis, but Buzzin and TGC as well.
But you shouldn't have let that influence you, and I am back. I mean, you had every right to remain in Novalis and all that.
Yeah, but okay, understand from X's perspective. Understand from X's perspective. Okay, he was afraid that if he stayed in Novalis, right, that something else may occur at some point, and it may end up, ruining not only the server, but it might end up getting them permanent banned. So for X, he had to get out of there because he didn't want his experience ruined, but consequently, that let them losing out on an opportunity to host Millionaire.
Because you may not know it, but I've been
evaluated for situation, and maybe it could possibly need medical treatment because clearly something's not working.
And just be my old self again. If not, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. With that out of the way, I hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever time you're watching this, as after it's already been published. You're watching this as after it's already been published.
He only had it up because you're shining a light in his eyes.
I'm just trying to see inside the vehicle.
It's just a...
License registration.
there's no need for it.
I'm appalled that someone would think
Got something you want to say to me?
No, I don't.
I fucked dislike this. Hang on a moment, I'll be right back.